Oh man, it's the Backyard Ufologist.
Cool. Don't get technical with me.
We need your comment.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Hey, are you still there? The computer cannot make an error. Illogical.
Oh, I like that. Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've been away since Halloween. It's been crazy here. There was a guy that had a wreck. I was sitting here going to do a show yesterday, and I heard a noise, and I looked out. The guy almost hit my mailbox, and he went on the side on the grass and just kept going, clipped a telephone pole, and just took it out. And it just stood there hanging by the wires. And it kept going, and he's lucky he didn't hit the big boulders that were out at my next door neighbor's driveway. And then he went up, flipped, and went down on a hill. And I ran out because it was an awful noise, and I just left everything running. And I ran out, and the guy next door is a retired New York policeman. He lives next door, and I'm a nurse, retired. We both got up to the door. He was out, and we were holding his head. He's a big guy, too. And I kept talking to him. I couldn't get him. He was unresponsive, but I don't know if he heard me or not. But we got help on the way. They got there really fast. Kept talking to him until they got there, and I could see he was breathing. He was still alive, so that was good. And I understand he has made it, so that's great. But anyway, it was just a chaotic time around here. It's we had somebody get killed right here around this curve in June before Father's Day. That's a bad place. My mailbox gets knocked out all the time, if not for the snow plows, which I think they try to do it, and the people running up on the curve there on that curve, and it's a really bad place. I'll watch myself every time I go out and check the mail or getting out in my car and pulling out there, because it's a very, very bad place for sure. I wanted to share that. I keep politics out of my show, and I'm not going to say there's an elephant in the room here and be accused of that. So I'm going to say a few words about it, and then I have a big show for you because I have lots of pictures. I've been out there taking pictures. The spirit world is really amped out. I know I've said that before, but it's really amped up right now. I'm seeing mist. I don't know what they are. I was talking to Brendon over at Orbs about it, and he told me and gave me his opinion on what's going on there. And we have the Hammonasset Ley Line. We have the quartz boulders that are lined up. It's just a lot of energy here. So a lot of things are appearing, and they do come. I think that line fluctuates over our property, and it'll go north, it'll go south, east, west, it just keeps fluctuating. And we're kind of in a triangle of other lines that run through here. So very ancient stuff there. Graham Hancock has maps that he made. I've tried to get in touch with him to get more, but I just never get a reply from him. Hopefully I will one day and talk to him and maybe even get him on the show. That would be even better. It's really amped up, so we're going to try to bring you everything that we see. And you just decide, because, some of the things I see out there, I don't know what they are. I see UFOs. I see spiritual UFOs. I see the nuts and bolts. I see orbs with entities in them. I see them flying around sometimes when I don't have a camera, and I wished I would have caught it. I can't keep a camera on me all the time, but, that's something to think about. You come to your own conclusion. I'm just bringing it to you, but I believe they're real. I believe they're spiritual dimensional travelers and dimensional UFOs, spiritual extraterrestrials, as well as our own government Space Force. So I don't know what's going on there, but we're bringing it to you and showing you. And I've got some UFOs flashing some video. I want to show you that, and just flying around out there, and just really going fast and to the right, to the left. But what I want to say is, they've been trying to get rid of Trump before he was even elected. And I think this is just another ploy right here, because there's so much evidence of them, just being really fishy things going on, counting the ballots. I think we should go vote in person and show an ID. And then that's it. There's no way that you can cheat. And it should be like that. The media is calling that he's already president. Biden is. I see a big fight coming up. I saw it before in 2000 with Bush and Gore. Gore was president, and they just stole it from him in Florida. But this is a much bigger thing than Florida in 2000. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. There's just so much evidence of what's going on. And people should not be calling each other names and taunting each other. That's just so bad. If your personal feelings should not come into this, because you don't like his hair, you think he's fat, you think he's too rich, you think all kind of different things. Think about his job and what he's done. Every time I ask somebody that don't like him, they can't say anything because they watch that propaganda stuff. They're not news anchors. They just are propagandists, and that's all they do is give their opinion. Their guests give their opinions, and there's no facts, and I think he's done it great. And I think if he does lose this election and Biden takes over, America's finished. And that's my opinion. They're criminals. It's power, control, and greed. It's a group that control this stuff. And I even believe they have supernatural ties to dark entities. And I know you know that, the people that I'm talking to, you know. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about it. I don't think it's over yet. And I don't think the media should be calling races until it's over. I don't think the numbers are right. I think there was a lot of cheating going on. I would have said the same thing if Trump would have did it to Biden. So, you salute the rank, not the man or woman. Just keep that in mind. I hope you guys come together, because I don't hate any of you. And if you love Biden, that's great. I love you. Love and light, man. Come on, man. Okay, we got a big show. I want to get into this paranormal stuff and UFO, and you got to see this. So come on, here, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, here's our first video of the show. And if you see this flashing, you see all this flashing right here, check it out. And then right around here, you'll see something going. Do you see this one right here? And then a flash. I was going all over the place with this one right here. I was saying, what is going on here? Look how bright that was. And then something comes around right here and does a 90-degree turn. It's just, wow, if you'll watch it, it'll be coming in. But look at the flashes, too. I'll stop it. That's what I'll do, is try to show you, because I just saw that. And here's a UFO down here. That's flying across the sky. I didn't even see that one. Yeah, I got the laser going here. I was saying, what is going on out here? And I zoomed in. Look at that. Look how bright that was. They were out there, that's for sure. And look at that. And they were flashing. I was saying, hello, I'm showing you love and light. And they just flashed even more when I said that. So I think that was the Palladians for sure, because I've been asking them to come, conscience contact, all that good stuff, But right in here, you'll see it's something flying around. And it's just, there it goes right there. You see that? Oh, wow, let's see that again. All right, watch right in here. It goes around. Oh, look at that. And then it comes around right there. And I think it comes up this way, because I started catching it coming up. There it goes right there. See it? That thing was doing a loop flying around. Look at it. It's going straight up. And that's no satellite, folks. There was no satellites on Satellite Live on the app. And this is extraterrestrial craft, or either our Space Force. I'm thinking it's the Palladians, because that's what I feel. But I'm going to give every option that I can about this. And then there goes one to the right. And you see me shaking because there's so many in the sky. I couldn't keep up with them. There goes one that way, and then one was going to the left here. See right here, going down. It was just, I don't know what they were doing out there, but it was some kind of great get-together. But it was the Palladians is what I'm going to call on that one. That's for sure. Now, this one I showed, but people said that it kept buffering. But you can see this. I was having a hard time holding the camera and the laser, but this thing was dancing back and forth right here, and then it went down right here. And I'll show it to you again right there. I hope it doesn't buffer this time. I'll try to do my best to bring this to you. I'm just got a lot of things going on with the computer and the broadband connection. I've tried my best. I'm paying out of pocket for this right now. Yeah, that thing is just going back and forth, and this was another day. So you see there, looks like it may be over the water on Long Island Sound, because I'm only a mile away, and maybe they're coming up out of the water. They probably are, but there it is right there, and you can see it. It's playing hide and seek with me right there. I thought it was just some kind of star I was looking at through the trees, and it looked like it was moving. I said, man, this thing's moving. See, I'm trying to get the laser on it, but it's behind the trees. But that's what that was, and you can take it for what it's worth. I hope you saw what was going on there. Okay, let's start our pictures now. Now, I have a ton of pictures, so I'm going to go through it real fast. If you need a copy of it or something, you can go back and look at it and take a screenshot or ask me for it, and I'll send it to you, and you can analyze it to your heart's desire. Okay, this is some of the mist I was talking about that I caught. I caught a bunch of this one night. It's one of the nights. It was warm. There's no fog or anything, but this was really a mist is what Brendon at Orbs calls it. I call it ectoplasm. I may be wrong because I'm no expert on it. That's why I'm reaching out. Anybody that knows about this should give me a call. And I did see Ghost Adventures do something like with a fog machine, and you could see it was lighting up entities, he said. We didn't see any when he did it, and he didn't either, but he said that happens. But yeah, this is not being generated by any fog or anything that I'm doing. This is out there, and you can come here and take pictures yourself and see for yourself, because this is just a high energy place. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I keep it benevolent though by using 1 John 4:1-4. I do the James Gillian at Esetti Ranch clearing. I do that maybe 6-7 times a day now. Remember, I did it once, and then I started doing it 2 times a day and 4 times a day. Now it's like 6 or 7 I'm doing it, because it's so amped up out there. And man, you can really feel those malevolent entities when they try to come through here. But there's so many Christ conscience benevolent entities and Christ conscience masters that are appearing here, and the feline beings. The malevolent entities don't stay long around here for sure. But okay, I'm going to move on here because it's a long show. And you can see that this looks like some kind of entity with ears or horns and an ear and 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. You see that? And you can see there's a little something right down in here. I don't know. I see that's the tree. Now, you see how transparent this is. And it looks like an entity right here. Don't know what kind of entity. It looks like it may have wings or big ears. You can see the mouth right there and the 2 eyes. And I don't know what this is. But you see it. You see it? And then there's like a skeleton guy right here, 2 eyes, nose, and the mouth. You can see the teeth there, and like 2 ears right there, 2 eyes, and it looks like a cat, like a feline being. Look right there, 2 eyes, nose, and the ears. That looks like a feline being. Probably the feline beings for sure. I don't know if this is a cat or a feline or a canine. I don't know, but you can see the eye. You can't see right here. It's covered up, like I keep telling you. It's dimensions, overlapping dimensions, but you see it right there. I mean, you see the ear there. There's an ear here, the eye, nose, and the mouth, because I really looked at it, and the neck coming down, and here's the body right there. And it's in spirit form. You see it right there. Okay, that's the first picture. Now, here is a orb that looks like a ship. And I showed this on the last show if you were on Halloween, but a lot of people didn't see it. A lot of people did not see that show. It was live. We had problems, of course, and me trying to run it. I tried my best. But anyway, we had a lot of fun. It was fun dressing up and talking to a few people. But you see this? There's an entity inside here. And I keep telling people, these orbs, this is not dust. This is not moisture. It's not a bug. I mean, look at it right here. This is an entity that looks like a portal within a portal, or an orb that is sent out, and they're looking through a looking glass from a ship above, or from another dimension, or from another planet far, far away. Who knows? Look at the energy on this. I had to cut it down because it was so bright. But you see the eye, nose, and the mouth, and you see that's an entity. I mean, there it is right there. And then if you look right here, you see entities right here. I don't know what they're doing there. I don't know if they're looking out of some kind of slit that's right there. You can see the eye, nose, and the mouth there. And you can see the eye, nose, and mouth there. You can just see them right here, You can just pretty as you please. There's something with two big horns and ears right there. And just because they have horns doesn't mean that they are evil, okay? I mean, you remember Will Smith on Men in Black when he shot the little girl that was holding all those books like quantum physics and everything, and the monsters were playing and doing gymnastics and had tissue. One of them was sick, so he shot the little kid. He was correct. So, that's what I'm going to tell you. You just never know. But anyway, just because they have horns doesn't mean that they are evil. And we get rid of them anyway with 1 John 4:1-4. And you can see right here, eye, nose, and a mouth right there. And you see two ears or horns coming up there. Eye. That's an extraterrestrial right there if I've ever seen one. Here's a guy right here, two eyes, nose, got a mustache going. You see this guy right here? Yeah, you can see him right there. That's as far as I could get it. There's a guy here. So you can screen shoot it if you want to and look at it yourself, okay? Alrighty, here we go. We've got a couple of more here in this picture. I was concentrating on that one, though. But I really see a guy right here with two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and right here. And I don't know what's going on right here, but it could be entities. Wasn't really that bright. And coming into this reality, I don't know what that is right there. But it's something. And I don't think it's bugs, and I don't think it's dust. And there's one coming up out of the ground right there. We call that the vortex. It's got lots of leaves right now. The man was just here and did all of the blowing for me. Great guy, Dennis. I appreciate you. He gives me a good price. It's the only way I could afford it. And he really helps me out because he knows I've been having a hard time. But anyway, right here, and he really enjoys doing that stuff, man. It relaxes. So I wish that's what I like doing. I like doing my show here, but I've got to have an income because I put so much time in it, and I'm outside and I put money into the broadband and to software and equipment and cameras and stuff, man. That night vision camera was $800. I'm still paying for it, monthly payments, man. And then my car, the house, the groceries, the COVID has really put us back, and it's just been really, really hard. So any donations are appreciated. I have PayPal and Patreon, and if you can't support us like that, just subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed and comment. Watch my videos, watch my shows, and I need about 648 more hours before I get monetized by January. And if I don't make it by January, those 600 hours, I am just, I have to stop because I can't keep on going like I'm going. I'll probably do a show maybe once every 2 weeks or so, something like that that's more tangible. But I've really been planning. We've been talking about it. If we just don't get any income coming in, no donations. So, it's just not making it. It's just not doing it. So I'll still do my hobby and bring you some of the stuff that I see. But other than that, I do appreciate it. I really want to make it. I really want to do 3 shows a week and even more, and do live stuff and grow, do interviews, do some live streams where people people can share their pictures, their stories, and I think that is a good idea, and I hope that you will comment, say something about it. Say, do you think that's great? Would you participate? If we don't make it by January 3rd, the 4,000 hours required, then we're going to have to do something different. We've already decided this. Okay, you can see something coming up out of the portal, the vortex, we call it right there, and little things around here, and some of them are leaves, I know. But another thing coming up, there's one coming up there. But anyway, you see it right there. Let's move on. Oh yeah, now this was out by the fairy circle, and I blew it up for you where you could see it. Now I see two eyes, I see a nose and a mouth kind of right there. This is an entity. You can see the entity really easy right here. Here's one right here, eye, nose, and a mouth, and it looks like it's got cat ears right there. So I'm thinking that it may be a feline being, a bunch of feline beings stacked up right there looking through something, or something's they're attached to something, or I don't know, but there it is right there. You can tell me what you think, because I don't know. I'm just telling you what I see, and then if I look at it a little bit closer, I see something totally different, but it is an entity, that's for sure. I don't know if it's changing before my eyes or what, but they talk about pareidolia. That's how that happens, but this is not pareidolia. I may be seeing something and then it's changing, but these are dimensional spirits right here, I do believe. I believe that anyway. Okay, eye, nose, and a mouth right there, an entity. You see an entity right here, eye. Look at that nose. Isn't that a cat nose right there? Looks like the Pink Panther almost right there. I don't know what this is right here. It almost looks like some kind of writing, alien writing. Every once in a while I'll see that, and man, I can't make it out. Don't know what it is, but I've sent it to a lot of people, and I never hear back from them, so I don't know. Maybe they can't tell either, and just can't say I don't know. And I can understand that if you don't want to say I don't know. Okay, eye, nose, and mouth. Look at this guy. Almost looks like a picture right there. See him right here, right here, right here. I think these are all dimensions right here. Like we're in the third. Here's the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and so on. I don't know, but that's what I think. And being aware of my intuitiveness, we're all intuitive. I think that's what this is, and that's just my opinion, okay, for whatever it's worth. Nothing's set in stone, and if you say that it's bugs and moisture, okay, that's cool if that's what you believe. Don't try to convince me. I live here and I'm experiencing it, and I see it, and you're invited to come yourself if you'd like to. Look at this right here. See the two eyes, nose, and the mouth right there? Oh, that's an entity in that one, and there's something in here, I don't know. It's like an eye, and a big mouth right there. It looks almost like a frog, like a toad or something, and it could be. I don't know. But you see all these entities, and you can screenshot this thing right here, and you can look for yourself, okay? All right, here's one brought up. I tried to bring it up as close as I could. See the eye, nose, and mouth. Doesn't that look like some kind of extraterrestrial, like a Nordic or something? Got something on his third eye right there, you can see. And then there's one peeking through. See if I can bring that up closer. And I'm bringing this up closer, and sometimes it gets a little distorted. It doesn't make it any better. But you see the two eyes, or something on his third eye, nose, mouth. You can tell there's an entity right there. It looks like one of the Nordics to me. That's what that looks like. And then right here you can see the guy, two eyes, nose, and a mouth. I bring it up any closer, it's hard to see. It's one of those little black holes in one of the orbs, or Merkabahs, whatever you want to call it. It looks like it's from a long way away, because it's not coming into our reality that clear. And there's something right there hanging off of it. I don't know, but that is so cool. And now I'm going to say this is a UFO. I see these things up there all the time. They're not stars. And I see this thing and it changes shape sometimes. Sometimes it changes into a musical note. It's really cool. But you can see that's what it looks like. You see the energy around it. I think it's a little ship, or it may be a big ship that's really high. Depth perception of it. I don't know. We see these little things that look like little saucers, and they're always around. Excuse me. And, you see them right here. A lot of energy around it. And right here and here. And it even looks like a face right there. There's an orb in the tree right there. The two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. It looks like some kind of feline being to me. There's an orb just sitting on the limb. Isn't that cool? And I see something here, eye, nose, and a mouth there. And there's somebody right there in one of those little blocks of pixels. And there's one right here coming through, eye, nose, and a mouth right there. You see all this right here? But it's something spiritual, that's for sure. You see all the entities in it poking through. Okay, let's keep moving on. This is above the pine tree. It's about 100 feet high in the backyard. You know, if you've been watching my shows, and there was no bugs that I could see. And we'll bring it up as close as we can. Trying to bring it up a little bit closer here as we can. And I don't know, I've seen this thing before flying around, and it has like little horns or something, and here's a little ears right there, and it looks like a cat face to me that's flying right there. Some kind of spirit, I believe, that's flying around. I don't know, it could be a ship. I don't know. Maybe we are the giants, and they're small. But I don't know. Well, it's just, I'm showing you what's out there, and I'm telling you, this is not some kind of bug, some kind of moisture, dust, or anything. We see these things are there and then they're gone. It's crazy. Okay, let's move on here. Now, I don't know about this right here. I see a face right in here, like two eyes, nose, and a mouth almost right there I saw, and streaking across. I see these two things streak across, and I'm going to show you again. I caught them again in the backyard in a different location, and I'm going to show you. But you see that, okay? Remember that. And then we have an orb right here, and there's an eye, nose, and a mouth there. Wow, it's a lot of activity out there. A lot of activity. And then we have some moisture on top of the house, the mist right there. And I was not really sure, but it looks like there's an entity right here with two eyes, eye, nose, and the mouth right there, and a hair or a hat, and then there's some kind of canine or something next to him, and one right here looks like a feline, two eyes. You see the cat's nose and mouth right there? That's what it looks like to me. Now, and then all other stuff that's in this mist right here, traveling with him, like right here, and those ears right there, two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. You see the ears? Yeah, okay, you saw it. Okay, I'm going to show. Oh, there's another orb down here I didn't even see. Wow, look at it. These things that like spikes sticking off of it right there, and it looks like, I don't know, like I see so many eyes right here. So I don't know, you tell me, but I see the smile and I see the nose right there, so the eyes should be right there. Yes, that's an orb right there. Look at that thing right there. It looks like two eyes. Now see, when you zoom out, you see different things. They may be horns and two ears right there, but you can see it right there. Isn't that cool? This is my backyard, folks. Okay, and that's lights from the street right there. Some car going by. Now I see this electricity or snake, whatever you want to call it, and you see it's got a mouth and layers right there. The camera's not moving, so I don't see how that can be some kind of light that you hit the camera, and you get several different radiations of it, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, this was on the deck, and I was standing on the walkway, and I turned around, just took a picture. Look at this. What is this right here? I don't know. You see the two eyes and the mouth right there and the body going down? I don't know what that is. And then you see a guy right here, and you can hardly see his face. This is what people talk about when they have those dreams and they couldn't see the face. But see right there, eye, nose, and the mouth looks like he's got a beard. And I will say he looks like he's trying to smile right there. And I don't know, but it could be an ear also to this one. Eye, nose, and a mouth of some kind of entity right there with big ears. And then you can see right here next to that thing is eye, nose, and a big smile. This could be the hair. Maybe their hair is alive, I don't know, but I see all of these entities. Look, eye, nose, and mouth right there. It's just a mist with all kind of different spirits in it. Look at this guy. Eye, nose, and a mouth right there. You see him right here? You can see his hair. You see his mouth. You see the bridge of his nose. His two eyes right there. You see that? Yeah, that's a spirit. And I do see this thing right here flying around a lot. Okay, let's move on here. Lots of pictures. Now, here's that double light I was telling you about. See, I wish that wouldn't have been there. But if you look, it's behind it. It's going across. You can see through the glass. It's going behind it. And look at this. Doesn't that look like an eye and a nose and a mouth right there, and maybe something, a tongue or something sticking out, and it's going across? It looks like an eel almost. And this head right here, you can't see it as well, but it looks like it could be a horn, an eye, a nose, and a mouth, and the body going there. But we see these two traveling together just like I just showed you earlier in the picture. And the two things flying, I don't know what they are, but they're spiritual and they're flying around in my backyard. Yeah, it's so wild, isn't it? It's crazy. And here's the fairy circle. I think these are lights from the street or the next door neighbor. I watch what I do when I'm taking my picture, and where I'll know and make a note of it. And this was so pixelized, I could not really see anything. But my wife saw it. Look, eye here. You can't see the other eye. It's covered up. You see the nose, the nostrils, and the mouth. And you can see the head right there. And then there's one right here. Two eyes, nose, and some ears right there. It's just covered up with entities. And then you see the guy here, two eyes, see the bridge of the nose and the mouth. You can barely see right there, the top of it. See a guy sticking through right there. It's just entities everywhere in that. It's really pixelized. It's hard to see, but this is a spiritual orb right here, a dimensional traveler or a ghost. And then you can see the two eyes perfect right there, the nose and the mouth. Looks like they got a beard going on right there. Eye, nose, and mouth, and the beard. You can see that right there, an eye, nose, and a mouth right there on that one. I do see these things in there. I don't know if you do or not, but you can tell me what you think. There's a guy right here and something going on right in here. Looks like he's playing a banjo or something, or a guitar. See him right there? I see that every once in a while. I really do. See stuff like that. I'm not being funny. Eye, nose, and a mouth there. You can see the ear. Yeah, right there. Looks like a feline being. So lots of activity out there for sure. Okay, the pine tree in the backyard again. And let's see what this is. Don't know. It's a light. I don't know what it is. Lots of energy though. That looks like a little ship. I don't know. Could be. I don't know. When I see them that good, I'll bring them in and try to show you what's in there. Now this looks like a ship to me. Looks like it's really up there, and we're going to bring it up closer if we can. Look at that. Isn't that something? Now that looks like some kind of entity right there, with ears, and it looks like it's looking at me, looking down at me. And this is some kind of ship, I believe, and it may have a dome around it and we can't see it. I see this right here, maybe a control panel. I don't know, but it looks like some kind of ship. It's not a bug. I don't know what it is, but it's something spiritual, probably a UFO, probably some kind of extraterrestrial on the Hammonasset Ley Line, using the portals of vortexes to travel. I don't know, but that's what I believe. I see a lot of things that travel in these portals and vortexes. I think they're pretty solid. They have gatekeepers. You just can't close these. They have gatekeepers, and I believe that they're solid on the Hammonasset energy ley line here. And the quartz boulders, all kind of energy here. I believe they just pass through. Some of them stay. Some of them's been here for years that I keep seeing, and I think they may come and go, but this is a benevolent area for benevolent entities. So this is a benevolent area for benevolent entities. It's like a benevolent sanctuary. So sometimes I see them just sitting on the ground. It's crazy, just resting. And here's another one, another picture of the pine tree. It's 100 feet high in the backyard, and you can see there is something there. I don't know if that's the same one, and he's laying down. I don't know, but there's something there, and another little ship or something there by it. And all these little things here, they look like ships, little bitty ships. They may be way up in the air. I haven't been able to catch them with the video, but we're going to keep on trying, and that's for sure. Now, look, I see this one a lot. This is the one. Remember the hat? You see that? That's a hat. You see the band around it and the hat? You see the eye, and the nose and the mouth there. You see the ears. I don't know if you can see the ear over here. There's something there on that side. Looks like he's got something in his hand that he's traveling with. It looks like it could be a newspaper or something, but you see that face right there, that head, two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and you can see the head, the skull going around, and it looks like some feet right there. It looks like he's stepping. See right there? It looks like shoes. And I don't know, but that is some kind of spirit. It may have some kind of wings right here, but he is traveling right there where the vortex is, and he may be just passing through, but I've seen him before a couple of times. There's an orb right there, and I can just see a little entity right in there. You can see the two eyes glowing and the ears going up right there. It's crazy. A little something right there coming up out of the vortex. Has the energy around it. It could be a leaf, reflecting, but it's a lot of activity there. That's why I don't know. Sometimes it's not. That's why I got it all blown away. All the leaves have about fallen now, so that's cool. See the entity? Eye, nose, and the mouth. This is way from me. I'm way over here on the walkway, and this is over there. The fairy circle's right over here. This is the barn. That's light reflection right there from the spotlight right there. And this is an entity in the orb, as you can see right there. Two eyes, nose, and a mouth. You can see that, can't you? It's hard to see. Two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and then there's something underneath him, and there's one right here, two eyes, nose, and a mouth. I hope you can see that. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but there it is. I'm going to show it to you. And there's one that looks like a cat right there, doesn't it? It sure does. And then there's a guy here. I mean, it's just full of entities. See the ears coming up, two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. Here's a guy right here, or an entity, ghost, dimensional traveler. This looks like something right here with wings coming up. Could be, I don't know, but it's what it looks like to me right there, like a fairy just sitting in the tree looking at us. And there's a big orb right here in the middle of everything. You see the eye, nose, and the mouth right there. You can see his skull, his chin right there. And it looks like he's got a hat on right there. You see that hat right there? It almost looks like a military hat, doesn't it? It could be. And then you can see the big picture right here. See the eye right there, the other eye right there. And you see the nose and the mouth right there. It looks like a feline being. That's what it looks like to me. Isn't that cool? So you can take a screenshot of it and look at it yourself and come to your own conclusions there. Okay, I wasn't even going to show this, but it had a big orb right here. I have several of these. I didn't show all of them. I just picked out a few because it's just so hard to choose, and picked out some good ones. See the eye, nose, and the mouth. This was not the best one. So, but anyway, there's an orb there, and it's leading this thing. It looks like it's kind of connected. That may be the tree, but you can see eye, nose right there. It's really hard to see because it's so transparent, but I wanted to show you this because I saw this. You can see these are two eyes, nose, and the mouth, and you see the ears coming down right there. You see that? And it looks like it's flying, got something around its neck right there, and there looks like some kind of entity right here. It's triangular. I've heard Corey Good talk about the triangular extraterrestrials and the space program that he was in 2020. Eye, nose, and a big smile with his mouth right there. So I don't know, what do you think? Eye, nose, and mouth. It's something. It's some kind of mist. And more right here, and that appeared right on the vortex right there. Isn't that something? And you can see the floppy ears right there, two eyes and a nose right there. Here's an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. That almost looks like a feline being to me, but you know what I saw when I looked at it? It looked like that Dr. Seuss character there, almost, the way he draws them. I wonder why he drew them like that. Maybe he was seeing these guys, huh? Could be. Look at all the stuff right here, all the entities. See this guy standing? See his arm coming around on his back or his hips right here? You see his back and his stomach right here, his face right there, and checking me out. And, oh, what did I do there? Okay. And I wanted to show you this. Look at this guy looking from behind the tree or either coming out of the tree. Like I tell you, these are portals in these trees. I've never seen anything like it, but you can see this guy, two eyes, nose, and a mouth, his shoulders and neck coming down there. There's an orb there. See, he's peeking around or looking out, seeing what's going on here. Who's disturbing me? And see this one here, eye, nose, and a mouth right there. This entity's everywhere in this one. Eye, nose, here's his ears. So you can take a screenshot of that if you'd like to, and you can come to your own conclusions on that. But it's something, that's for sure. Okay, golden right here, golden guy. Looks like an ear, maybe an ear. Two eyes right here, nose and the mouth. It looks like some teeth right there, does it not? See the lips and the teeth and the nose and the eyes right there. So I wanted to show that one. Looks like somebody's sitting right there. You can see him right there. I don't know what this is. There's something. You can tell me what you think it is. And then we have an orb. Really hard to see, but I see an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. He's got the big lips too, and the two ears right there. So I don't know. And there's one right there. It's just really hard to see. Do you see anything in there? I see an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. And there's one right there, two eyes and a nose you can see coming through there. That is something right there for sure. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, that's the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Wasn't that something? It's getting crazy out there. I have several more pictures that I'm going to share with you. I've got so many, and I still get out there every night too. Last night I was out with the night vision camera, and they were replacing that telephone pole. It was a lot of activity, so it was kind of hard to catch anything, but I did take a couple of pictures of Orion's belt, Taurus, and the Pleiades. It was so beautiful, the sky. Oh, the night sky is so beautiful here. It's just a little section that we can see, but it's a lot of activity there. If I could see the whole sky, I bet there'd be all kind of stuff that we see. But I hope you enjoyed the show, and I do ask you to please watch my shows and help me get my watch time in by January. We need about 647 more hours before we reach 4,000, and I do appreciate it very much. That's all I can say. We take donations, and and I do appreciate it very much. So make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and take part in what we're seeing. I do appreciate it. And the election, just try to remain calm and don't get ugly with your personal feelings with each other. The Trump side, the Biden side. You know, it's going to work out like it's supposed to work out. Remember, we have a creator God. I believe that 100%. You got to think where we are. You know, we're in space on this little rock. It just happens to have an atmosphere and a moon at the exact position it's supposed to be in to control the tides and all the other stuff, the eclipses that matches the sun. There's so many things, the stars, and we're traveling through the space. You got to remember where you are. We're here to learn and to grow spiritual. And if we don't learn spiritual, I don't know if we come back. I haven't really decided that yet. Or we go to another planet and do it all over again. You know, I want to move on is what I want to do. I want to go forward. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to get angry. And when you try to talk to people intelligently, they start name calling. I've been watching. You know, I said, well, there's no intelligent conversation, debate going on here. It was almost like the first debate. It was just back and forth. Nobody, you know, oh God, it's just chaotic. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think the election is over yet. I don't think the media should be calling things like that when it's not over yet. You know, so what? He got over 270. You know, what if Trump gets 270 after they're finishing counting everything? So you shouldn't count the, you know, go ahead and call it, because they're going to cause more chaos later. I think they add that crap on because they're controlled by the power, control, and greed group. We're owned to you. You know, the people are owned to you. It's not going to be the same ever again. And there's like all kind of prophecy by three of the prophets, Kim Clement, the Indian guy, it was Sundar, I believe is his name. You can look it up, the Indian prophet, and you can hear him say the same thing. And then the fireman, Mark Taylor. And they were saying this, Kim Clement was talking about it in 2007, about Trump and building the walls and all that. That's what got me to believing, you know, that these prophets may be real. Now, I might have been deceived. I don't know, but a lot of stuff came true already that Kim Clement has already prophesied. So I'm thinking it ain't over yet. We'll see. Maybe God changed his mind, or I was deceived. I don't know. I'm open. I want to see what's going on. I really do believe that this is really going to get looked into, because I saw a lot of cheating is what it looked like to me. They were putting blinders on the windows where they couldn't look and see what they were doing. This is a presidential election for we the people. We have the right. I should be able to go in there and watch. You know what I mean? And this excuse about wearing a mask and being 6 feet, please stop it. I'll wear an environmental suit then. How about that? But anyway, there's a lot of fishy things going on. They've already found all kind of ballots in a creek that were voted for Trump. There's too many things. Now, if I was for Biden, I saw that and I said, well, we're not winning legally, you know. I said, well, I'll take it, you know. I'll take it, even though we cheated. Well, when you do that, you're hurting yourself. You don't know it, but you're hurting yourself. I'm telling you, wait and see what happens. And if you don't believe in a higher power, I feel sorry for you. And if that's the way you want to try to control your whole life and do everything that you want to do, I don't think it's right. Okay? I really don't. Thank you for joining me today. I'll be back in a couple of days with more pictures. I usually don't say anything about politics, and if I lose subscribers and I get thumbs down, you know, all you have to do is comment and say, you know, I don't agree. Let's agree to disagree. And that's cool. It's not going to break my heart. You don't have to get mad and vicious. See, I don't understand that, you know, because I have an opinion. You know, well, your opinion sucks to me. Okay, I understand that. That's better, you know. Don't go crazy. There's no need to do that. Life is so short. It's very, very short. It really is. So watch yourself, really. Stop, think, and choose, okay? That's words of wisdom from David, the Backyard Ufologist. We'll see you here in a couple of days. Love and light, spread it, everybody, no matter who's president. I love you. Bye-bye.